everybody. Um, it's me. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that I actually find quite sensitive. And that sensitive subject is on my Coupling fanfiction, Wounded. In this fanfiction, Wendy experiences quite harsh mental health problems, friendship issues in school, and basically all of the textbook teenage drama. And my take on said teenage dramas is actually quite strong, as you'll hear in a moment. And so my inspirations to write Wounded were because of Wendy experiencing mental health problems and teenage drama. Essentially, I've actually experienced a fair share of my own dramas in school and both at home. And also, some of the stories I'll tell you might actually be relatable to Wounded, as I know some of you have actually read it. Okay, so I now have quite a big story to tell, so just buckle yourselves in because I feel like this is about to be a very emotional roller coaster. And now I'll start for the beginning. So it was about March 2024. I had two girl friends who were really close with me, who I will not name for privacy reasons. Anyway, we were all like the Three Musketeers. We were like the bestest friends. We were literally inseparable. However, I eventually started to develop a crush on one of the friends, and she fell in love with me too, and we actually started a relationship. And I was so happy. I was as happy as I could be. Like, we had so much in common. We were always together and everything was great. And after about a month into our relationship, I I fell out of love with her. I just naturally fell out of love with her. Like, I couldn't help it, and I felt awful about myself for it. And my immediate thought was, should I tell her that I don't like her anymore? Or should I just keep it a secret? Because I feel like if I do tell her, then it will ruin our friendship. Like, I still want to be friends, but I feel like it will just ruin our friendship and just like break up our whole group. And stupidly, I actually kept that secret inside me for quite a long time, until a guy actually approached me one day. He's from my school, not just some random weirdo off the street. Anyway, this guy said that I like you and I want to be with you. And while he was saying this, all of his friends were crowded around him as well and going, "Oh, Sophie, go on, say yes to him, he likes you, go on." And me potentially being on the autism spectrum, my mind was running like a million miles an hour. I was thinking, what do I do? Do I just run away, or do I say something back? And stupidly, my brain just didn't cooperate with my mouth whatsoever. And I said yes. And just like any normal news at school, it was spread around the entire year within 30 seconds, and my partner found out about what I did. But weirdly though, the other friend in my friend group was more angry at me than my actual partner. My partner just seemed hurt, which I felt awful about. What made me feel worse was that my friend just like screaming in my face, like, "Oh, why would you do that to her? You're such a bitch." Like, I just didn't know what to do in that moment. I just panicked. For about 2 months after that, I just kept myself to myself, literally spent every break time in the toilets, just alone and upset and shameful because of what I did, but still kind of reluctant to actually go and apologize because I just wanted to give my ex-partner some time to get over it, which I wouldn't entirely blame her for if she didn't, because what I did was unforgivable. Finally, I just decided to gather my thoughts, walk up to my group, and just say to my ex-partner, look, I'm really sorry about everything that's happened. I just want to put this all behind us now and just still be friends. But I really, really hope you can forgive me. And luckily, my group forgave me. And we went back to just being our normal group and having fun together. But I actually ended up to be completely fooled. It was in the summer of 2024 when I noticed that they were both kind of leaving me out of conversations and just like leaving me alone. Say, for example, we would pick a spot to eat for lunch at school, and they would just say, oh, we're just going to get some food from the canteen. We'll be right back. And then I don't see them until the rest of lunch. Like, what are they doing? Are they talking about something or hanging out together and doing something that they don't want me to know about or something? Are they talking bad about me behind my back? Unfortunately, I was too anxious to open up about my thoughts to them, like to their actual faces over the summer holidays. So I just kept that all inside me all through the summer holidays until we went back to school in September in year 10. And I just started speaking to some of my other friends that I had in school, and I was thinking, just asking them, do you know what's going on with them? Because they're also friends of my friends. I was just asking them, wait, do you know what's going on? Like, have I done something wrong? Have they told you something? Because they obviously won't tell me. Anyway, one day I'm just sat in the canteen talking to the friend I just talked about, just like asking him about, do you know what's going on with them still? Because I was still having those thoughts. And next thing I know, one of the friends in the group just like storms into the canteen, completely blows up in my face. Oh, Sophie, what the is your problem? And I'm just so overwhelmed and so startled, and I'm just thinking, what did I do? What am I doing wrong? And she said, oh, you've been spreading rumours about me. You've been talking shit about me behind my back. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not. I'm literally just asking people about you because I don't know what's going on with you. And she just simply walked off, and I was just left there shaking and terrified as to what just went down. And basically from there, I feel like my mental health just went completely downhill. And it wasn't just to do with the fact that I made the decision that I don't want anything to do with these people anymore because they're causing me such anxiety and stress every day to the point where I'm not sleeping right, but also because they just started making fun of me for no reason and like saying, oh, you're ugly, you really need to put more makeup on, and did you brush your hair this morning? It looks like a bird's nest. Like, just little random stuff that they think is going to upset me. And it did. This mental health issue actually went on for, I think, about mid-September 2024 to mid-December of the same year. And also, what caused me to feel so hopeless and worthless was because I had actually fallen in love with a boy, and I asked him to be if he wanted to be with me, and he simply just ripped up a note I gave him and basically gave the signal that I was disgusting and I was way out of his league. As you can imagine from there, that made me feel much, much worse. And it actually does get worse. I spent most days over the course of 3 months thinking that I don't even deserve to be here. I don't deserve to be on the planet because of all these mistakes I've made regarding friendships and me saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong moment, which I have a habit of, but I just can't help it. I spent every day thinking I don't contribute to anything in this world whatsoever. I don't make anybody feel anything with my presence. I'm just depressing to be around. And people don't like me. People hate me. And then I thought, no. Sorry. I thought, no. People don't hate you for no reason. They remember that awful thing that you did to your ex-partner 2 years ago, and they think that you're that type of person. I still feel guilty for doing that to this day, and I still think that people hate me now occasionally just because of my demeanor and how isolated I am from other kids now, because I'm learning new things about myself and everything. Back then, though, it was like torture. Just simply being talked to and like being approached by someone like a popular kid or something, like they would just address me in a really weird way. It was like a mockery of what I did. I was constantly being reminded of all the mistakes I made every day, and it was so frustrating. Like, even just doing things I enjoy, like listening to music or writing my fan fictions, I just had to stop in my tracks because my brain would just remind me that every mistake I made that made my friends absolutely loathe me and want me to die, it warranted other people to hate me too. Now, however, I'm nearly 16 years old, believe it or not, and as I said, I'm learning new things about myself. I'm making brand new friends, making a new start to a new chapter, and I'm fine now, I think. But sometimes I still have those insecurities about friendships, even if they're online. It's just because I remember all the mistakes I made during my previous friendships I had. Like, I was quite clingy. I always wanted my friends to just tell me anything if there was anything wrong, because I felt like I'd be the perfect support to them and just let them know that it's okay, I'm here, and I want to do everything I can to support you. But again, I'm also remembering like the things I'd done. Like, I would just say a joke thinking it was funny at the right time, but it actually wasn't. And I've actually caused some people to go against me because of that, just because I was just being stupid. Like, I really, really want to get to know you, but I don't want to go in too deep and ask too many personal questions because I know it will come across as creepy. But I can't help that again because I'm just naturally a very curious person about people. And sometimes now it's actually getting to the point where I'm too scared to even message some of the friends I have because I just fear that my brain will flip just like all the other million times and just say something I don't mean, and it'll cause them to go against me forever, and there's no way I'm getting them back. I don't want to make those same mistakes again and just like drift off into obscurity on the internet and just fall into another more or less bigger state of depression than I was about a year ago. Anyway, the main message here is this. I actually learned this from one of my friends on Discord. I'm gonna cry. Even though you feel like you're in a hole, you can get out with the right people around you. Like, you can have support and friends, family, and things do get better. To that one individual who said that to me, you might know who you are if you see this. I just want to say, you're one of the closest friends I've ever had. You trump all the other friends I have had a lot, very easily. And I just want to say, I am so thankful for your support and all your other friends in your community too. I wouldn't be the girl I am today without all of you. And I just want to say thank you. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope all of you have an amazing day. Alright, bye.